How long is RF certification in Malaysia valid? The answer is depend on what you choose and what you plan for your product long term. Getting Cerium certification is not the finish line. Understanding how long it's valid and what happens when it expires is just as important. In this video, we cover everything about validity period for RF certification in Malaysia and what you need to do to stay compliant. Validity period rules for RF certification in Malaysia are governed by Cerium regulation. The regulation states that Cerium certificate are valid for 1 to 5 years, depending on the validity period chosen by applicant at the time of application. This is different from most countries where the authorities decides the validity period. In Malaysia, you choose, and the choice starts from the date your certificate is issued. Choosing the validity period sounds simple, but it has real business implications. A shorter validity period, 1 or 2 years, means lower upfront costs, but more frequently renewal. This works well for product in fast evolving where the specification change often. A longer validity period, 4 to 5 years, means higher upfront costs, but fewer renewals. This works better for stable product with consistent specification, where you plan to sell in Malaysia long term. One key rule, the validity period must be decided before submission. You cannot extend it after the certificate is issued. Choose based on your product roadmap, not just the lower cost option. Once your Cerium certificate expires, your product can no longer legally marketed or used in Malaysia. To continue selling, you need to renew the certificate. The good news, renewals follow the same process as the initial application. The even better news, as long as there's no change to the product specification, the same documents, including original test report, can be reused. No retesting is required, just resubmitting the existing documents and follow standard evaluation process. But if there have been changes to the product, new frequency bands, different output power, updated firmware affecting RF performance, new testing may be required before renewal. The validity period starts from the date the Cerium certificate is officially issued. The date is printed on the certificate itself. Mark it from day one, because Cerium doesn't send a reminder when your certificate is approaching expiry. It is your responsibility to track it and start the renewal process before the expired date. Letting your certificate expire before renewal submitted means your product loses its legal status in Malaysia immediately. Choosing the wrong validity period and missing the renewal window are the mistakes that disturb your market access in Malaysia. Work with Dimulti. We will track your certificate expired and notify you before the window closes, so your product stay legal in Malaysia without interruption. That's everything you need to know about validity period for RF certification in Malaysia. If you want to know everything about RF certification in the world, subscribe. I will see you in the next video.